Hey, you ever get 20 minutes into an episode and realize you weren't recording? Anyway, guys, it is time for Alternate Heads, the Talking Heads podcast, Talking Toys podcast. Oh, man, I'm dumb. Dumb.
Those 20 minutes would have gotten us a YouTube award, okay? They were
I'm pretty
brilliant.
sure, yeah, they would have gotten us a YouTube award. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us out there in Super Cool Nerd Nation. I'm Jason the X. Well, over there's Nate. We are down one of the Toy brothers today. Bryce, he has things he's doing today. Our plans drastically changed over the weekend, as I'm sure everyone's has, due to the thing that I can't mention or YouTube will demonetize us.
Stop buying all the toilet paper.
Stop buying all the toilet paper. We should just call it, let's see, it's the worst thing ever, so we should just call it Diamond Select. Okay, I won't say that. Yeah.
Hey, and one of these Diamond Select figures could make top 10.
We're going to get to that. So anyway, yeah, it's just us. We're going to make a short episode. We are coming off that huge Toy Fair episode, which was exhausting in all the ways.
God, I was going to pass out halfway through that
yeah,
episode.
we really got to think those out.
I just hate Bryce.
We got to find a way to attack those. And yeah, bro, hey, don't be dogging the boy while he's not here.
What we'll do probably is we'll do a breakdown day by day.
Yeah, or maybe by manufacturer or something. I don't know.
Something like that. Like if day one,
we should have done a show.
Day two,
day one, we should have done a show. Just say, here's the recap for day one. Boom.
Day three would be a recap.
Maybe next year we'll actually be there.
I doubt it. But we probably will be at San Diego Comic-Con. Not this one, but probably the one after that.
I don't think a lot of people are going to be at that one.
No, but probably the next San Diego Comic-Con next year we'll probably be at that one.
All right. So anyway, well, let's just go ahead. Let's just recap. Well, acquisitions for this week. Since Bryce is not here, I am going to just go ahead and do the toy cam. Ooh, that's a long table of toys right there. We got some ground to catch up on.
So just short and brief over the ones that we had originally talked about. I found Dragon Stars. We had Cooler, Bardock, and Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta.
Those look good.
Version 2. Good. I love the Cooler. Cooler's great. I love Bardock. Great. Vegeta, no need to have it again, but here he is. If we move on to the next one, let's just go ahead and go into your Diamond Select Javin anyway. I found the Mark Ruffalo Hulk at a random store in a mall for the same price that he was supposed to be. So
just a random store?
Yeah, so like I was in the mall and it was like this random hole in the wall.
Which Hulk did you pass on that one at the Disney store?
No. So I have that one. So I picked up the Disney Store exclusive Hulk because I thought that was the same thing.
Oh, you got that one. Sorry.
But I have that one. This is the other one that's supposed to come with the Nano Gauntlet, which I forgot at home, but he does come with it. Looks great.
I'll trust you on that one.
Same price, random hole in the wall store. I loved it. Grabbed this Hulk. I was very good. The only problem I obviously have with it is he does not look like he's happy to be.
He is bored to be on our show.
Yeah, he's not happy to be here.
I am offended by his face. How dare you be offended? Guest starring on... get him out here. Get him out here.
So, if we move away, keeping in Diamond Select, I did get the PS4 Gamerverse Spider-Man. I love it. It has a few problems.
How posable is it?
Very. It's got a decent range of motion. The only problem that I have with it is the paint. So, I love the sculpted detail on it. Side of his face, part of the webs don't connect where they're supposed to. They didn't get lined up properly. I fixed part of it, but... ultimately, I like this Spider-Man.
All right, I'm gonna try to give it a fair judgment. Oh my god. Okay.
They're a little tighter, but you have to remember that it is Diamond Select. But for what it is, it does a good job of being a Spider-Man figure. Plus, he has wall crawler hands. I mean, yeah, you can't be.
Does he have interchangeable hands?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Comes with 4 pair. I know he comes with fists, open, web, and the wall crawling. So, and he also came with different webbing stuff. So he came with one that was shooting, and then one that, the Marvel Legends face one, or not the face, the body one. Came with that too, but his own way. So I mean, that was cool. I like it. It's a good, solid figure in my opinion. I'm very happy. I'm always scared with Diamond Select because they're hit and miss. They're either stupid.
Oh, we're gonna talk about a miss. Go ahead.
They're stupid loose. But for some reason, they do really well with their Marvel characters, so I'm okay with it. The Spider-Man's great.
This is passable.
It's about on par with posability of Marvel Legends, just tighter. Because it's Diamond Select. It's not winning any awards anytime soon. I say that it's going to get top 10. It won't, but I love the sculpt.
That neck has like no.
That was the problem with Marvel Legends, though, is I didn't like the fact that it was all painted. This is all sculpted, and I love that.
Okay. Moving on.
Sticking with Marvel, I found all of the Black Widow wave, other than the deluxe.
Congratulations! I hate you.
Good wave. The standout figure, by all means.
He looks very good. He looks very good.
Comes with a lot of accessories. Definitely worth the money. Very happy that I don't have to, I got to cancel my order from Dorkside. I'm done with Dorkside now.
I love the way the Black Widow and the Yelena figure look.
I was nervous about Elena. When we saw that first picture...
Yeah, they look... Those faces are...
It didn't look good.
No.
But I don't think the Black Widow face is amazing. I think the one we got from Endgame was better. But especially now that if you watch the trailers, you know that she's got the ponytail still, so the hair is wrong. But if you're going to get insulted by anything, let's get insulted by Red Guardian and his lack of masked head, even though on the box... Every picture of the box art has him in a mask.
Not a very good representation of Mr.
It's not bad.
But
it's not. It could have been better, but I'm happy to have it.
It's a good David Harbour head.
Yeah.
Give him an 11, and we're good.
Ultimately, I'm great with these figures, so I'm very happy about this.
I love the Build-A-Figure.
Yeah, the Build-A-Figure. We talked a lot of smack about it, thinking it was going to be on the bottom of the list for the year.
Yeah, we got.
Honestly think
let's issue a retraction right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I actually have been playing with this Build-A-Figure since yesterday.
It looks really good.
And if you can get me to pick it up and continue to play with it, it's a good figure, and I do like it. I'm sorry.
I think we need it. The crossbones. It's a very classic crossbones. Comes with a lot of different weapons.
Like Winter Soldier. And that's just because it's a mixed match of parts. Like, I love Winter Soldier as a character. One of my favorite characters. But they use the MCU arm, which makes it look so tiny in comparison to the rest of the body. And, like, it's a good Winter Soldier robot arm. I love that mechanical arm. The face is okay. It's nothing to write home about. The body is good, and then it uses the Punisher MCU legs, which is fine. It's a good set of legs
everybody needs the
for
blouse,
military characters.
BDU style
this
pants.
Arm that bothers me the most.
The normal arm.
The normal arm. It's too small. I can't.
I'm okay with them being lopsided just because it is a mechanical arm, and
I'm okay with the arms not being necessarily the same size, but it doesn't look well with the body.
You mean asymmetrical?
Thank you. If we stick with Marvel Legends, though, we did finally come across the Red Hulk.
Yeah, they were only putting out one per store. That was a brilliant move.
Impossible to find. Lucky for me, all I had to do was go across the street from Jason's house to find Red Hulk. So, I mean, it's good.
Wait, what?
No, kidding.
You didn't find it. You did not find it in my Target.
No, but if I did, you might murder me.
Actually, at my Target, I went there early morning to get it, and someone called and got it while I was in the aisle trying to get it. And
the first time that it came out, right?
Yeah, someone called and got it, and they were basically like looking for it, couldn't find it. Like, oh yeah, somebody just called. We had to put it up here. So yeah, somebody got it and called, but I should have called.
Same thing with me. When I went to go hunt the first one, I got there, and they were literally unloading truck, and they were like, someone just got it 10 minutes ago. And I was so mad.
I am going to explain you. So, This almost caused a rift in our friendship.
You're exaggerating. It did not.
He comes over to shoot Nerds with Coffee with me, and we have a break between episodes. Oh, check my Instagram. Oh, look, there's @the_near_plasma on Instagram. You should definitely follow him. And I see that this bastard has found the Red Hulk. And not only that, he has not told me. He's been in my house for a couple of hours. Not said he found it. And how do I get to find out? I get to find you stepping out on Instagram online. This was so insulting.
I have to say, I was trying to be sincere because I was looking for a Red Hulk for you all morning. I honestly did. I went all the way to
He didn't want to come here.
I went all the way to McKinney.
Red Hulkless.
I tried so hard, and I only got the one at the store that Jason lives by. So, they said they had to.
Don't do that. Did you did not find it?
Yeah, I actually did. I found it.
You pilfered at my Target?
It was the last store. They were the ones that said they had two, and I was like, this would be perfect. It was literally my last stop.
You cannot hunt at my Target. It is off limits to you, sir. Yeah. This is my hunting ground.
I go to your Target all the time.
Oh, we got to have a serious talk off camera. Anyway. But the good news is I was able to just go on Target's website.
Yeah.
There was a Target a little bit further away from here. They had one. I bought it online. They held it. I went and picked it up. So I did get it the same day. So yay.
But it's one of those things where at least it's starting to show up in stores now.
And they're just 3 per case. Or
yeah,
like
but it's still very difficult to find.
Yeah, I found 3 the same day at my Target. I also found the Legendary Riders there
Yeah.
I finally picked those up. You got those months ago at
They're
GameStop.
good.
And they had 3 of them on the shelf, so and the next day I went, they were all gone. So.
Yeah, they're impossible. Like, if you find them, you got to go get them. But we'll talk about bad store availability later.
Okay. So,
And
okay.
I was kidding. I did not pick them up at your Target. I went to McKinney.
I don't care. I got them, so that's all I care about. What else you got on the table?
So, if we stick with some other figures, obviously we were talking about Jazwares. I'm very selective with Jazware figures at Marvel, but it's a robot chicken.
It's a really good figure. I got to play around with the robot chicken Sentinel.
I got to say, Jazwares is doing a great job, and we got more information about why they don't do any advertising, and I'll talk about that when we get to that. But upcoming Jazware figures, loving it. I cannot wait for the new stuff coming out.
I want Beef Boss.
I've been very selective. I won't be getting Beef Boss or Rust Lord, but like Ruin, if I can find them, I'll get it. Raven, I may get later on.
I'm finding it hard to pass a lot of these up just because they really have a different aesthetic to them. I like them.
They're 6-inch.
Yeah.
They're great. I'm very happy to be able to get more of these than I was. Like, yeah, I don't have a lot of them with guns, but I'm not displaying them as Fortnite figures. I could put the robot chicken in my Power Rangers display.
They got to hold their own, so I got to put a weapon in their hand. Anyway,
so moving on, let's go to NECA. I finally got the 1954 Godzilla, and I am a Godzilla fan.
Yeah.
But I do not collect every Godzilla out there. I gotta say, I think I own like 5 total, maybe 6 if you count the original 2014 Godzilla. But I have no idea where I put that, and I'm just considering it lost. But I had to get OG Godzilla, first appearance. 1954, so I went ahead and picked it up. I like it. It's great. It's nothing to write home about. It's a NECA Godzilla. It's not Monster Arts, and I'll never pay for Monster Arts. But
ooh, boy.
I'm very happy to have it. Moving on from Godzilla, we'll go into my last couple ones. We're going to go into McFarlane. I did manage to find the Cyberpunk figures of...
You found these?
So I found one of them. The other one I ordered online.
Okay.
I ordered the V7 when I got my Hero Academia ones. So, not V7. I keep calling him V7. It's just V. When I found V, he came in the mail, and he looks great. He came with good weapons. Looks like a good figure. I'm very excited. I did find V in GameStop, though. I found Keanu Reeves as Johnny Silverhand in GameStop. That's the one I picked up. So, my wife looked at it. She had no context of the game, and she went, is that Keanu? And I went, that's Keanu.
He's breathtaking.
So I'm very happy to have those. I have no idea where I'm going to put them. I have no idea what I'm going to do. And I hope I like the game. But it's just one of those things where, I'm glad I got it. And then, of course, we'll go into My Hero Academia since we're sticking with McFarlane Toys. I like these. So I have bought an extra Uraraka. I do have an extra one because I'm going to customize the head. But it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
You mean her crazy eyes?
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. And that has to do with the hair. Yeah, the eyes are still a little crazy because they were trying to copy what was on the anime, but they didn't have enough space to give her more rounded eyes and mess with the pupils. I'm just going to swap out the heads ultimately with my other one. But if you put on the other head, it looks way worse because the plastic magnifies the eyes in a bad way. So I actually really do like this Uraraka figure. I am going to try out a custom the same way I did with my Midoriya. So we'll see how that looks. But the other okay with. So Todoroki doesn't look fantastic, but those ice parts and those flame parts are soft plastic. They are soft rubber material. I thought they were going to be stiff and hard, but they aren't. And you can use that out of context, I guess, but I like this Todoroki figure. My only issue with it is he doesn't scale well. He is too tall. They have made him
looking
tall.
At him.
Yeah, they made him taller than all of the other figures, and he's taller than Bakugo drastically. He is almost the same size as All Might. And I know that's because McFarlane doesn't want to deal with their scaling issues, but looks great, but he's going to have to be posed somewhere in the back because he's too tall. But this Kirishima was a knockout figure for me. So the problem was, I thought Kirishima was going to look horrible because of the face, but when you put on the alternate hair and you give him that helmet, the hair's up, yes, but that's the way it is in the show. They did it wrong with the alternate no mask head, but the mask head looks good, and I actually like the arms more than I thought I was going to. This Kirishima is one of my favorites. I don't think he's breaking top 10 anytime soon, but it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be, and I have to give them credit for that. And then my last figure, the most expensive boy on the table, from what I got, Sub-Zero. Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah. This is your first Storm collectible.
This is my first Storm collectible figure. I've always liked Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero.
This is Mortal Kombat 2?
Version 3 is what they call him. I have no idea what game he's from. I have no idea what this is based off of. I know it's Mortal Kombat. I never played Mortal Kombat growing up. But
there's just so many versions of Sub-Zero. I'm just trying to figure out which game that's from.
I honestly don't know, but versions 1 and 2 have different looks. Mm-hmm. I know the Scorpion figure that they just made looks like this as well. But the ice effects are great. It looks good. It's got so many cool accessories.
I have to check it out. I don't have anything from Storm Collectibles either.
It feels good.
It's a 7-inch scale, right?
Yeah, so it's more 7-inch, but one of my favorite accessories has got to be this eyeball effect. It's got Sub-Zero's hand like this, and it pokes, and it looks like eyeballs are popping out. And if you have the Scorpion figure, you rest it onto where his eyes are supposed to be, and it's so cool.
I know the effects on the Storm collectible stuff are really good. So
I was actually considering getting more Storm collectible figures. Like, I want to get the Scorpion.
I
want to get
the Pandora's box has been opened.
I have to be very selective because I want that dark side now that I know what this is like, and I want that Superman when it comes out. But Storm collectibles, this was a blowaway figure, and those accessory parts, they're sharp. Me putting them together actually stabbed me and caused a decent size cut. And my wife went, "What's going on?" And I was like, "These things are sharp." I had to super glue this effect piece together because it kept falling apart. But when it's together, that's how I have him posed on the shelf, because I can't figure out how to get him to do this yet. So I've just been like, okay, he's just going to be like a weird Iceman. And then when I get more stuff to put on that shelf, I'll probably put that piece away. But right. I love it. But that's me for the week. I'm done.
All right, so moving on, Transformers Earthrise is coming out. I've got the 2 deluxes. I don't think Grapple and Starscream. I don't think I've put them on the table yet.
You didn't put any of the Earth. You got most of the Earthrise figures, and you didn't.
Well, no, I haven't gotten the deluxes yet.
You have not put any of the Earthrise figures.
I should have put the 2 Voyagers, which I'll have them in the images that are coming up that we have. I also got the Leader Class Optimus Prime, which is a really good figure. I think a couple of stickers would be great on this guy. I was going to go to, I can't think of the website now, but Toy Hacks, yes. They have stickers you can put on and dress them up a little bit. The Earthrise Prime is really good. Very classic Optimus Prime. Got a trailer.
That back looks phenomenal.
And it is,
I was telling you about this the other day. I don't buy a lot of Transformers because it's just not my thing. I will occasionally find myself buying one here and there. Like, I just recently picked up the Voyager class Transformers Megatron from the Bay movies. I actually like that design, and I didn't mind
from the first movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I have not gotten him yet. I passed him up.
I have him in the car actually. I'll show it to you later.
Oh, okay.
But it's one of those things where I picked him up.
Studio Series is good.
Yeah. So I don't like Studio Series. I don't like them. That one I liked, but I don't generally pick them up. But when you showed me this Optimus, I was like, I have to have it. Until you showed me his price point.
Yeah,
and
it is under the Leader Class price point, and he's in a weird pose in the package, by the way.
It's because of the trailer.
Yeah, it's because of the trailer.
And I will never use that trailer.
Yeah. But the Earthrise Prime is really good, though. A really good posable figure. And like I said, I did find the 2 Voyagers, Grapple and Starscream from the Voyager class.
The Starscream looks really good.
The Starscream is basically an upscale from the Classics version of Starscream. And a lot of people have been kind of iffy on that. I'm okay because the Classics version was so good. Along with that, I did find some new Studio Series, Soundwave and Bumblebee, and the 3 RC sisters, which I have images. I don't have them on the table. But the 3 RC sisters are really kind of just weird. And but the Bumblebee and Soundwave are solid. Very good figures.
I did see a new Studio Series earlier today where they were the 3...
The 3 bikes. The 3 RC sisters, yeah.
Those are them?
Yeah, that's them. And they're up here, actually. I'll have them on the table.
Oh, yeah. I saw them today.
But then the drought hit me, and there wasn't anything, and I bought what I can only say is the worst Transformer I've ever bought.
I have him on Optimus's shoulder.
It is Sound Barrier, and I made fun of this guy when we had him on alternate heads. And I don't know what happened, but I bought Sound Barrier. He transforms.
The drought hit. That's what it was. It was the drought.
And
there was nothing new to buy.
He transforms into a shield or a ramp.
the simplest transformation I've ever dealt with.
There's-
That even I was upset that there
Yes,
wasn't
you
more.
can plug his arms into the back of the ramp thing, but do you really need to? No. I love that somebody on Twitter, and I gotta find it because I retweeted it, but they did the classic G1 cartoon roll call, and all of them doing their cool transformations, and then like sound barrier, and he just transforms and lays flat on the ground, and then all the Autobots run him over as they're leaving. I feel
that was funny.
this is the worst Transformers pickup I've done. Anyway, also, but moving on to third-party Transformers, I did pick up Gravestone from X-Transbots. He is the last character that we thought we needed to make the large combiner Minosaur. Because I have all 4 limbs, and I have the main part. But no, it is not. X-Transbots, we put it on a trailer later, which has the combiner parts in there, and I am mad as hell. Because I was like, cool, I can have one of my first combiners in the Masterpiece Collection. No, sir. You are denied. No Masterpiece.
You were so excited, and then...
And then they don't release the trailer. I guess it wasn't ready yet. Either way, we're possibly months away from having a Minosaur from X-Transbots, you bastards. But it's cool. I've got all 4 limbs. They look really good. Gravestone looks really good as Motormaster. The box head, I love it. The sword, it looks good. It's great. I did find Studio Series Scavenger over there, by the way, which is now I'm 2 parts away from making Devastator from the second Transformers movie. So, yeah. He's in vehicle form over there. I have him in robot mode for our close-up pictures. Moving on, Masterpiece. I got Lio Convoy, and I got him from Amazon Japan, which I got him a little...
I know we're doing zoom-ins, but I'll just hold it up for as well.
I'm not as hot on this figure as I thought it would be. Even though
you were very excited to get this.
And after I get him, I realized that my connection to Beast Wars Neo or Beast Wars 2, which is only a Japanese property, wasn't as strong as I thought it was. It's not bad.
No, it looks very appealing, but you know what? You didn't tell me what this was from until really just now.
Mm-hmm.
You told me that it was from Beast Wars, and I came in and went, when did Optimus Prime fuse with a Digimon?
Exactly. So it's okay. And I got a lot of heat from Reddit, like, you paid that much and it's okay. Yeah.
You post your stuff on Reddit?
Oh yeah, I do. Actually, under my name, Jason X. So anyway, it's good. I just don't have as big a connection to it as I thought I would. I wasn't very excited for this figure. I was like, oh, they're making Lio Convoy, but then I got him. I'm like, eh. So, yeah, moving on. From 1,000 Toys, I did get the Dante and Nero figures.
I really do like the Nero. Still will probably pass on it now.
They're good. They have a lot of accessories. I did get the deluxe versions. We know how much they cost, but I think it's another hit from 1,000 Toys. I do like them. They're very good. They're good figures. The faces on Dante could be better.
Yep, that's my biggest turnoff for that figure.
Really could have done better on the faces. They're a little bit wonky, and yeah, but they come with a massive amount of accessories, and I love that. Nero comes with every single devil arm that he has in the game. Dante comes with all of his weapons, and I mean all of his weapons. The coats, I love the bendable wire through there. These are great posing figures, and come with their own stands. So let's see. What is left? Oh, yeah.
I don't see anything on here worth
Oh,
talking
there's
about.
that one thing. Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. I got the Diamond Select Trevor Belmont, and I hate this figure. From what we saw to what we got, I hate this figure. No double jointed elbows, no cape. He did not come with any hands. What are you doing? Come with any hands to hold his whip and sword accessories. All of his hands had knives in them, which I cut out very gingerly. But also, there's no place to store his scabbard.
This figure was... I found this figure first at a GameStop.
And his
I
arms,
picked it up.
this is as far as his arms can go down.
Now, I have no connection to Castlevania. I never played the games. I haven't watched the anime. I hear good things about it, but I'm still never going to probably watch it. Like, I may show up one day, but no time soon for me in the future. And I was interested because generally whenever I buy a figure will get me interested in watching whatever series it's from if I have no connection to it. So I picked up the Castlevanias and were like, this will get me into it. Picked it up, looked at it, sat it right back down.
I got Trevor because he's my favorite character and I cosplay. And
nerd.
Let me tell you how bad this figure was. I didn't even finish pulling everything out of the package after I saw it. It took me a good 4 days before I finally just said, let me finish opening this son of a... But yeah, Diamond Select, you really... I hate this figure and I hate you.
God, the company is either good or it's bad.
Well, this is bad.
This is what... I'll give you an example. Like I said, the Hulk figure is kind of like a 6 out of 10. Like, it's slightly better because of its sculpting detail and its accessories. But Spider-Man figure, I give an 8 out of 10. Like, Iron Man, great. But I also picked up the Avatar Last Airbender figures a while back. Like, I was still working for my old job and picked up those things. And I was like, this is okay to have. Hate them. Hate those. I got those figures when we were still doing anime TV and we were watching that Chinese one. Hate those figures, and I love that franchise so much, but they're garbage. They're not good in comparison.
So, last one. I got the GX88 Solar Chigokin Vehicle Voltron. Get your... Oh, I've been talking about this figure for a while.
Yeah, you have. We were, what was it? When we went to Dallas Vintage Toys and we were filming that we were talking about,
and I wasn't ready financially to get it.
It's a fair thing.
But getting it, and man, this is a great figure. This is on par with the other Voltron I have. I can't pick between the two, but man, yes, some of the vehicles kind of wonky. Kind of a stretch to call them vehicles and not just boxes that happen to have wheels and treads.
Oh, they're absolutely horrible
when
they're broken
the combination sequence for 15 different vehicles to feel absolutely solid once you get it together, kudos. I mean, you're paying for the quality. Also, the sword is big enough to actually stab somebody and murder them with it. So I'm very happy about it. It's going to get a treasured spot on a shelf that is really expensive when you look at it and think of the 5 items that will be dominating that shelf. So yeah, that's the money shelf as we've called it. So anyway, there are new acquisitions. Yes, we took a little bit with that. But anyway, moving on.
We don't have a whole lot of news.
Well, let's talk about a figure that we both kind of want, even though I'm not a 7-inch collector.
So I had this horrid realization the other day that I have slowly become not just a 6-inch collector. I went from 3/4 inch to 6-inch, and now I am a 6-inch / 7-inch collector because of all the My Hero Academia figures and McFarlane. I like McFarlane. I think that they have some problems, yes, but who doesn't? We love Hasbro a lot, and we still have problems. I was just complaining about Winter Soldier, but while not particularly attached to the franchise either, really want a Spawn figure.
Agreed.
I have been wanting a Spawn figure for 10 years.
You know, there's a perfect 6-inch Spawn out there, right?
There's a couple that I picked up a few along the way, but I've never fallen in love with them.
So this figure was supposed to be released last week. Early release, and none of the stores were in Dallas.
400 stores. Let me tell you my biggest complaint. My mother lives about 20 minutes from Sherman, Texas. So I have been in Sherman, Texas before. Small town. Boy, do I mean small. And it is an hour and a half to 2 hours away from where we are in Dallas.
Is Walmart the biggest thing in their town?
Yes. All of their big stores, there's a parking lot that has all of their big stores. It's got Best Buy and Walmart and Target all next to each other. And that's where you go to get your stuff. Like, other than that, you have to rely on local grocery stores if you live outside of Sherman. Dallas, we have so many Walmarts. I complain that it's not enough, but now I don't toy hunt as often, so it's plenty. None of the Dallas Walmarts were on that list. None. 0. The closest one that was in Fort Worth. Would have taken me just as long to go there as it would have anywhere else. It would have been fine because it used to be right up the road from where I used to live in Fort Worth. but I don't live there anymore. I live here in Dallas.
But the downside of this is they were also supposed to be available online.
Nope. Sold out. There was a brief glimmer of hope. There was a moment where I went to check and it was available online. A couple days later, I put it in my cart and then I was like, oh, well, maybe I can just go pick it up. And I took too long. I took too long that when I hit checkout for next day delivery, it was gone. It kicked it out of my cart and I have yet to see it come back.
And currently still out of stock, as of Sunday when we record this show, currently still out of stock, delivery not available. So, yeah.
And the worst part is I'm probably going to end up having to pick it up from GameStop, which is charging $7 more.
Yep, there's that GameStop markup, but hey, what are we going to do? So anyway.
Why? I don't understand why we give Walmart exclusives. They don't care.
They clearly don't give a damn. But
which is why it makes me more upset when we have to do these X-Men figures. I'm so excited to have these X-Men figures.
You won't get those X-Men figures.
I need.
You won't get.
But that's the thing. The only one that I have to worry about is Cable.
You won't get that Cable.
I know.
So you might as well just deal with that right now.
I'm literally crying.
You will not get it. It will not be yours because Walmart has it. And I'm sorry, they have had some bad restocks as of late. Although you did say they got Lightning Collection Wave 4 out there. Hey,
they did. There were a few things. I found that Sentinel at Walmart. I found some of the other Wave 3 figures I never found from Jazwares at Walmart today. I didn't pick them up because I didn't want them. But Walmart has a good selection, but they're so bad. And when you go and talk to an employee, like there would be a time where I went there when I was looking for the McFarlane DC collection. It's like, I'm looking for these. And they'd be like, no. I'm like, you have tags right here. They went, I guess. Aren't you a little old to be collecting toys? And I'm like, don't you judge me.
Yeah, I don't like when people do that. It's like, it's none of your business. How about that?
Doesn't matter what I collect. Just leave me alone. Just give me what you're here to help me. That's why you're getting paid for. But you know what? No. So anyway. I don't mean that in like a rude way. I worked retail for several years, but
and yet he makes a comment like that. Anyway.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, is I worked retail and I work in a customer service type position to begin with. That's the basis of all jobs. And when you get treated poorly, and because you go to some place and ask them for help, I take offense to that.
So, what else are we complaining about this week besides things that we've seen? I think you had a list.
Spawn was really the only thing that I had to deal with that was an issue. Okay,
one thing I will tell people to expect. Now, I know we Kickstarted for a couple things that we were wondering where they're at. Our friends at Plunderlings. I also did Valaverse figures. But with everything that's going on, do expect delays on things coming out. I don't know how much trickle down that's going to have within the toy community as far as us getting things, but that's where they are manufactured. And with everything the way it is, expect delays. Maybe once everything blows over, we're going to have like a big, just massive amount of things coming out. But I do expect we're going to see less stuff on the shelf coming out.
Which makes me sad because a lot of things are getting pushed back. Same thing with figures. I'm very happy though because I was expecting that pushback to affect a lot of things, such as the Marvel Legends stuff. But yeah, I mean, it ultimately didn't give us too big of a pushback like I thought we were gonna have.
But moving on, let's talk about things that we've seen that are coming out soon. What have you got, Nate?
Here, how about you start real quick?
Okay, I can go ahead and start. Mine is particularly short. With my Devastator that I'm waiting to get, there is a third-party Devastator. The studio is called Troublemaker. They are making, I think it's 7 figures to make a very intricate Devastator. I got to see what the size of this Devastator is because it is, some of the stuff is kind of grayscale because they don't have painted prototypes. But the best thing is this one actually has Wrecking Ball testicles, which I think are gross, but it was a funny moment of the movie, and let's go ahead and throw it in there. So yeah, that's the first item within the Transformers universe. It looks good. I don't think I'm getting this, although it looks really, really, really good. So moving back, we did get images from the new Earthrise Sunstreaker and Trailbreaker. It was only a matter, I knew this was coming because Trailbreaker is basically a repaint and redeco of Hoist. Which I still don't have. Maybe I need to go check Best Buy. People have been finding them at Best Buy, surprisingly. The Sunstreaker is new molding, and it looks really good. Want that figure. I like my Transformers, and Earthrise is really good. Moving on to Earthrise, though, we did get some new images of Skylynx. The greatest.
ostrich!
You will not besmirch the good name of Skylynx. He is much too cultured for you. One of these pictures looks really good because his head like transforms from shuttle to actual head, and he's like snarling at a couple of Autobots. I love it. I love it. Screw you, I think it's cool. And this one I think we missed from Toy Fair, but I'm not sure what to think about this. From Power Rangers, there's not a legacy, it's a Zeo Megazord, and I don't think this combines.
So that was one of the things that we've been talking about for a while.
This is definitely not a combiner.
We need Megazords, but at the same time, I'm not like heartbroken over not having Megazords. But like that's one thing I will at least give to Bandai.
You know what? There's the one that's on Amazon. Because you can't find the main body pieces out in stores. You can only find that Rabbit, Gorilla, and like the Beetle. But the only place you can really get a complete Megazord is at Amazon. What is this? Power Rangers. What is the latest series?
Beast Morphers.
Beast Morphers. I'm curious. Hold on, because I think it actually went down in price a little bit. Where is the Beast X Megazord? There it is. Currently it's $151, and you'll get all 5 Zords. And I still have yet to pick this up, and I've heard good things about it, but I just haven't. I don't know what's keeping me from pulling the trigger on this, but
it hasn't drawn me in. Like I'm loving the.
And
Power
I like
Rangers.
Megazords, clearly.
Like I love Power Rangers, and I think the Megazords are cool as well. But to be honest, if we never got Megazords, I would be okay.
There was one point this thing was really, really low, and I should have picked it up then. I'll probably, if it drops again, I'll pick it up. Just because I really want to see what it's like on this. Because these ones that are non-transformable just don't interest me.
They interest me.
They've got those in stores. I don't know. Those basic ones. Anyway, moving on. You got a long list of stuff that's coming out.
They're not too long. We'll go ahead and we'll start with Figma. Obviously, My Hero Academia Figmas. We got a picture of them at Toy Fair, but we got some nicer ones. So now we have the My Hero Academia Ochako figure, which looks amazing.
Yeah, it does. I like Figma.
I initially pre-ordered it from Big Bad. You managed to get me to cancel that pre-order and save myself about $40 thanks to ordering it from Amazon Japan. It looks great. She looks cute. She looks adorable. She doesn't have any ankle movement, but either did the McFarlane one, and that's because of the boots. I'm okay with that.
Let's just
Not only was that I'm okay with it, but she was the easiest figure to stand on this table because of that. But we also got a painted version of Todoroki, which I will say looks better. Like this looks good. I think he looks a little young, but they're freaking high schoolers. They're okay. Figma looks good. I'm loving Figma. I just need to pick up Bakugo and Midoriya, and I haven't yet, but
I'm trying to get a better look at that. There we go.
We'll get there eventually. Let's go to Mezco. Mezco announced none other than freaking Mr. Freeze.
Now, I know we got the big gun with the cable figure and with the light up effect on the weapon.
Mr. Freeze also has light up effects throughout his entire body.
I know, man.
He has got to be, I think he's $120 if I'm not mistaken. But he comes with a lot of stuff. He's got light ups on his back. He's got interchangeable heads with a removable helmet. He's got a light up
4 pairs
guns.
of hands.
He's got a good looking base as well as some ice effects. It looks good. I'm not going to get it. But it looks good. Are you considering it?
I really like the Mezcos that I've picked up so far, especially I think I had Moon Knight on the show. The Moon Knight's great.
Yeah, and like I have a Mezco on its way, like an actual pre-ordered Mezco that'll be here Monday. I'm excited, but
I've been picking and choosing with them, but man, that's a good looking figure.
Yeah, Mr. Freeze does look good. So going away from Mr. Freeze, let's go into Marvel Legends real quick. We have a 80th anniversary Gray Beast.
I'm upset because this one has 2 alternate heads. Yeah. And that does look like a classic Gray Beast.
It comes with the nice looking head with the readable glasses and a book with the hand that finally looks like it's supposed to hold it. Like, that's the thing. That
should have been included with the blue one.
Loved the Beast that we got. I liked the snarling head. But if I had been given a classic Beast head as well, that's what I would display.
And I had to go buy mine from a third-party vendor, but I think they look good.
They do look good, but God, this is phenomenal, and I'm torn. I don't know if I want it or if I'm gonna just not get it out of spite.
I don't know if I need this one.
I don't either.
Because I've got blue, but I could take the glasses and that book. But, you know, hey, I can find other third-party accessories.
GameStop, we got our first looks accidentally. They haven't actually been announced, and I don't know why. For some reason, Hasbro loves to announce their stuff, but they do not love to announce their Star Wars figures, and I cannot figure out why.
I feel like they're petering out just because they're thinking, okay, the movies are done. What are we going to do? And
that's why we're going into the prequels now, which is fine. I love that.
But we still got characters from The Rise of Skywalker need to be released.
Still waiting for my final figure from Rogue One, okay? That's what I need right now. But
yeah,
here we
my
are.
My shelf looks barren without him.
But now I've got
a spot for Bodhi, by the way. I have a spot. If you look right in front of K2 over there.
Yep, I see it. But we don't have them yet.
Soon, I hope.
So we got some GameStop exclusives on their way, which was going to be a Stormtrooper commander that looks like he's seen some shits. And it does look good. It is from Star Wars The Force Unleashed. I like that one a lot. But then, of course, the other one
sculpting.
That's really eye-catching is the Shadow Stormtrooper.
Now, see, I didn't play through the Force Unleashed games.
I didn't play any of them. So I'm going exclusively off of design here. That box is stand out, and that translucent plastic on that Stormtrooper.
I don't think that's translucent.
It's translucent. I don't have an actual photo of the other shots, but yes, some of the blue parts on him are translucent plastic.
Well, okay.
It's so, I mean, I'm gonna get him. I have to get it. It looks good, and who doesn't like Stormtroopers? There is also, I don't have pictures here, but you know how you got the Hydra soldiers?
Mm-hmm.
They may be doing the same thing with
I saw them say that. Somebody requested it online. They were like, stand by.
Yeah. So who knows if they'll actually do it? I don't think that it's coming anytime soon, but
I think it'd be pretty easy. We've got a bunch of clone trooper armor and
like even if it's the older stuff, it would still be fine. Like it's meant for army building, not for extreme posing. So that looks good. But now we're gonna jump in to the last thing I have, which is Jazwares, which is weird that I'm saving Jazwares for last because it's not like anything in particular is coming out, but we did get our official looks of what was supposed to be the newest wave, which had Beef Boss in it.
I want Beef Boss.
Which had Sentinel, which was funny because these were being shown at Toy Fair.
Yep.
And they're already here, some of them. But we got our first look at Ruin, which I've got to say is a mess. He looks a lot like a humanoid version of Molten Man. And I don't know if I
Ruin's
love it or
the purple
hate
one?
it. No, Ruin is the one that's the knight looking thing.
Okay, so I don't see Molten Man here, but
look at the head is really where it is.
I see it as a helmet. But anyway,
yeah, but then we have Galaxy, and I like it. It's that translucent purple, and man,
oh, he has a Tommy gun.
Like I really do like this Galaxy figure. Like this looks good. Like this might be the first wave other than Beef Boss. Like I'm not gonna get Beef Boss, but I'll definitely get Galaxy.
Well, if you see a Beef Boss, you let me know. I gotta have the hamburger.
I would have bought it for you, but I texted you too late, and I was
wait.
gone.
You saw it somewhere?
Yeah, it was in I was in McKinney. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Damn it.
We talked about this where I was like, it's not that I was trying to avoid giving you a location. It was just an hour and a half away. But I did see Beef Boss, but I need to find, if I find Ruin, then I might get him. But Galaxy, I know I'll definitely grab. But then, while I don't remember their names, I do not remember their names. There have been a few that we already know are coming out thanks to Toy Fair.
Okay.
I don't know all of their names. I know we're getting another Raven, which I've seen before in person and I want to grab, but I don't like the way that they handle the black in the face because they just kind of made this flat surface and I don't like the way that looks. I'll still probably get them. I just haven't, but we're going to get Frozen Raven. Some kind of undead trooper. I don't know who it is, but it's a basically dead army girl, which, I mean, I'd have to see that in person. There's this one that looks like a Ghost Rider, and I gotta see what that looks like in plastic form. You'll have to forgive me. I don't play Fortnite, so I don't know these characters' names.
Okay.
But this Ghost Rider looking one looks amazing. I do know this one's name, which is called Fish Sticks. He is just a fish.
He looks like he is about to die now.
I want that. And then, of course, we have Drift level 5. And I always thought that Drift was the coolest looking one.
This is my son's favorite character.
He's my favorite looking one. I want this one the most.
My son wants this coat in real life.
I saw this figure as McFarlane. I own the 3/4 inch version of this figure in that coat, and I own the 7-inch version of this figure without the coat. I love Drift because that design looks amazing to me. And then we have some shirtless guy. But here's the biggest one.
All right.
We have gotten old that because of how popular Peely is, we are getting another Peely, and it is Agent Peely.
Every time I get out, you drag me back in.
We're getting a new Peely. It is Agent Peely. He's going to be in the suit. Now, here's the thing.
Look at that expression on his face.
I have to have it because that original Peely was going to murder you to begin with.
Wait. If this is a Jazwares, we should get alternate faces.
Yeah.
Please make them interchangeable with our current Peely.
I will grab 3 of those Peelys and have just different Agents of Bananas, and it'll be great.
Is this your property?
My Agents of Bananas. Let's do it. Now, here's the catch to Agent Peely. It's very possible that this is going to be our first clothed Peely. So we don't know yet.
No,
we haven't been told. From what we understand, that
this is a game model that we're looking at. We don't have anything.
Either be sculpted, but they reached out to someone who does cloth goods, and I don't remember what cloth goods he used to do. But the guy that they reached out to does a lot of cloth goods, so we're unsure if the suit's going to be made out of cloth or if it's going to be sculpted in.
I don't think I want that.
We'll just find. I don't want it cloth. I want it sculpted, but.
I know if Brother Bryce was here, he'd be like,
Bryce would be all over.
Are we getting a cloth Peely? Okay, then I'm getting a cloth Peely. Then decision will be made.
I also want the mechanical looking Peely. There's another Peely out there in that game that apparently has him like a half machine. You give me the banana figure, I will buy all the bananas. That's just what's going to come down to. Otherwise, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, I think I just figured out something that broke on here. Anyway. That is all I have for this week as well. I'm sorry that Bryce couldn't be here to do this. We might do a special episode or something, but he gave us the Mego story. I know there's some stuff with Mego that I really wish.
He did say that he has stuff that he wants to talk about, but we just, he's going to talk about it when he's here on the next episode.
Yeah, it's been a rough week. It's weird. Schedules were broken up. Like, I didn't even think we were doing an alternate heads this week because
it just kind of happened.
Because we were going to be at a convention called AllCon all weekend.
It got canceled.
Yeah, there was going to be a weekend but with everything that's going on, and guys, just
stay safe, wash hands, please take your precautions,
take care of yourself.
Don't buy all the toilet paper and formula. People have fixed incomes as well. Yeah,
life is going to be a little bit different right now, and I hope that, things get better very quickly. And, yeah. Anyway, guys, that is it for Alternate Heads. Probably one of the shorter versions that we've done. Clocking in like 45 minutes or so.
It's crazy to say that's the shortest version we've
I know,
ever
we
done.
Talk about some toys, but hey, we only do the show bi-weekly.
We have toys.
Maybe we need to switch to a better schedule so we can get all this out. Anyway, all right, closing out the show, we got to do our shout-outs. Some of our favorite photographers or toy collectors out there. Go ahead.
So my shout out's going to go out to Tiny Epic Photos.
Tiny Epic Photos.
Tiny Epic Photos has got to have some of the best toy photography I have seen in a long time. Instagram. Tiny Epic Photos. Like, I saw him once just kind of browsing, and then I went through his other stuff, and I was blown away.
Tiny Epic Photos?
Tiny Epic Photos.
Oh, okay. I found Tiny Epic Moments, so...
Yeah, a guy named Dan Leonard, or Leonard. I don't know why I tried to overpronounce it. Dan Leonard, yep. Tiny Epic Photos. Look at those photos.
Oh, wow. And that's a follow from me.
Yeah, like, man, it's...
So I get the benefit of seeing him, like, in tiered, but, man... Oh, he's got that new Winter Soldier there.
Yeah. They look phenomenal.
I love his Star Wars picture with the lightsaber going through. Yeah, Tiny Epic Photos. Give him a follow.
Just to interrupt real quick as well before he gets to his shout out, you can follow me at the Neuroplasma on Instagram. That's where I'm mainly. I'm not really too much on Twitter. I mean, I try to, but it's basically not there. So follow me on Instagram. I do have other stuff like Near Comics, which I haven't done anything with in 3 months, but you know, it happens.
All right. My shout out is going to go to Hive Mind Photos _, at the end. His name is Dominique Martinez, and he does some really good, intricate shots. I mean, look at these. It's Hive Mind Photos, all one word with an _ at the end. He does a lot of Mezco, Hasbro, and some DC stuff in there. I love it. He's using a lot of water effects too, like with the rain and everything. Good stuff. Hive Mind Photos. Give him a follow on Instagram. Great photographer. I'm giving you a chance to find him real quick. As I look through more of...
I saw him. That's good.
Tiny Epic Photos. Tiny Epic Photos does a lot of water effects too, and these look really good.
Yeah, there's a lot of editing that you can see in his video.
Water is the linking of the people that we want you to go out there and follow of their wonderful toy photography. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it for Alternate Heads. Make sure you too. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Brother Bryce will be here to join us as we talk some more about that wonderful, wonderful plastic crack that we love so much. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just start this up. There we go. So anyway, yeah, follow us on also at SCNS Live on Instagram and Twitter.
We also have at Alternate Heads Podcast, which is going to be our show's Instagram, which we'll be a little bit more active on. But also follow the new show, Nerds with Coffee, on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you turn on the notification bell.
New episodes every Monday and Friday. Nerds with Coffee.
Great stuff.
Anyway, that's it, guys. We'll catch you in 2 weeks. And always stop and smell the price.
I want to play with this giant trans.
Get away from it. Get your hands off of it.
Oh, God, Jason, no!